Welcome everybody to another plush review. It's been a while since we have done one of these, but we actually have 4 new plushes to showcase today, and as a part of celebrating 32 years of Kirby, we will be releasing a new video this whole week, every single day, with something new about Kirby. So this time we are going to be doing a plush review of 4 new ones that we got at GameStop. A really big shocker because GameStop has never really gotten Kirby plushes, much less different variants that have just been released around 2 years ago. As a part of Kirby in the Forgotten Land that Sine released actually, so it was kind of rare and very exciting to see these at a store. So let's start off with the first Kirby in Forgotten Land one, which is Cone Kirby, which was a new copy ability that was brought into the Kirby games from Kirby in the Forgotten Land, which released in 2022. And Sine has been very constant and new with their plush making, which is very good. We know with their Mario plushes they haven't been doing much, but with other plushes they have been doing a lot, which is a nice thing. And while the making of this video yesterday, Sine just also announced that they will be releasing a new Kirby copy ability, which you can see here, Swimming Kirby, or not necessarily a copying ability, because as you know, when Kirby goes in the water, he automatically has this new swimsuit with the goggles and a snorkel, which you can see in this photo right here on your screen. So that is a new one that they just announced yesterday while the time of making this video, and it will release sometime in August. So we'll bring you more updates for that plush as well on the community tab. So we cannot wait to unbox that one as well, and that'll be one we'll be ordering soon. So let's go back to Cone Kirby. You can see right here with the tag that says Cone Kirby mouth small, because he does suck it up and he turns into Cone Kirby with his mouth. So that's kind of weird. This part of the tag's empty, but it's always filled with like the Little Buddy logo, but you can see they moved it down here, so Sine or Little Buddy's localization tags have changed quite a bit over the years, but you can still see it says made in China, and Kirby's new logo, which was changed last year, so it looks more like the Kirby in the Forgotten Land logo, and less like the Kirby right back at you one. So you can see the cone detail. The part of the cone that's sticking out is more of like a scratchy material. You can see the bottom of the cone is like a nice brown tint with a nice orange embroidery around. His feet are also stitched, and you can see the cone inside is stitched with these 2 threads here so it can sink inwards so it does not break apart. Kirby's little arms are of course stubs, and they are way more tinier on this. And everything else is very symmetrical. He has beans on top of here, which is super weird. I've never felt that before. The beans are always down here, but for some reason they are in his cone head, which is very funny. So you can see how they made the cone. You can see a triangle piece here, triangle piece, and then they stitch it all up to create the cone and stitch it inside. So now you can see Kirby's embroidery is a nice part with the blush here and the blush here. So let's compare it with the normal All-Star Kirby. We are using this guy in our plush videos again. So yeah, so that's a nice thing about this. So you can see here the size comparison. He has beans in the feet, this one has it in the cone. So the eyes and everything are pretty much the same. The tush tags are kind of the same, except now it has a new Kirby logo. Well, this one's a little faded, but it has the old Kirby logo, because now, as I said, that they use a new logo now. So let's get on to my second favorite one, or all of them are my favorite, but let's get into the second one, which is the Vending Machine Kirby. As you know, in Kirby in the Forgotten Land, you use this kind of like not like a staircase, but you can shoot out cans to attack the enemies, which is a new mechanic that they introduced. So Kirby actually sucks up the vending machine like this, and then he turns into Vending Machine Kirby because it's like actually in his mouth. So that's what makes him into the actual shape. So it's essentially a cardboard box. It's kind of like a cardboard box, but it's not. Or it might be, I think it is, because when you squish it, it feels like some type of foam materials inside actually, so it does not like lose its box shape. The feet and stubs are the same thing. They're the same height, I believe, and his eyes and blush are nicely embroidered. You can see it's the same story with this tag, except it says Kirby vending mouth small. I guess it's vending mouth rather than vending machine, but you can see here the tush tag made in China. Here is the hanger tag and everything, and you can see that the nice part of the vending machine is that it's more 3D. So you can see it has the scratchy material for the inside and that nice dark gray embroidery around it with a nice plastic here for like the flaps so you can lift it up, kind of like a real vending machine, which is a nice touch to this one. So now the third one is oh, it fell on the floor here, but let me get it. And that is the Lightbulb Kirby. Let me make sure I'm reading this right. Lightbulb Mouth Kirby. So this one is the goofy looking one because he basically swallowed a light bulb because he kind of uses it with his mouth as like a flashlight to see in the dark, which is also another new cool mechanic that got introduced in Kirby and the Forgotten Land. So this part here actually glows in the dark. So I think I have a spare phone here where I can use a flashlight, but other than that, the embroidery is also a very nice addition to it as well. So you can see here that on the top it says something in Japanese, but if you translate that, that says the mouth glows in the dark. So when you shine a light to this, or like the sunlight right here, it actually glows in the dark. This whole thing is actually like this. So let me, I know this is a Kirby channel, but I just had to compare it because it uses like the same mechanics. So here we have this Lumily plush, and if we put a flashlight up to it, let me like put it real quick. Hopefully you can kind of see it in the light, but if you shine a flashlight on the plush, it has like a kind of glow in the dark little thing going on here. So let me use it with this old phone. Let me put it, and you can press it down so it kind of like has a glow. You can't see it now, but that's like how it is. So that bootleg Lumily plush uses the same mechanic as Kirby's mouth. So let me see if I can get this better with the light. Let me see if it works a little better, because I know I'm in the sunlight place now, so you can't really see it. But if you can make it out, there's like a little bit of green dots right there. So the bootlegger, well, this actually came out 2 years ago, so it was kind of surprising to see GameStop get these in 2 years later, but probably in honor of Kirby's birthday, because we got them the day before Kirby's birthday. But the bootleggers made that Lumily plush in last year, so I'm thinking that they used the same mechanic that makes the stuff glow in the dark with that flashlight. So this is Sine's first ever glow in the dark plush in general, I think, because I have never seen a Kirby plush that glows in the dark, or any other Sine plush in general. So this is very much a new first. So the beans are actually on his caboose right here, which is good. So you can see his arms are a little bigger. The shoes are still basically the same size. And I forgot to mention, the vending machine also has beans in here on the bottom, so it's nice and sturdy. And now this one's not really Kirby in the Forgotten Land, but this is actually something that Sine made last year too, or like 2 years ago. But it's like a new kind of copy ability, sort of. So it's like a new pose. Sine has been making a lot of new Kirby poses as well, like the WARPSTAR one. And here is one of them, which is the Sleeping Kirby. So it looks very similar to the Club MOCCHI one that I recently got, that has a WARPSTAR on the bottom of it. So let's compare it to the normal sized Kirby plush right here. So they're kind of the same size, except this one is of course sleeping, so the beans are on the bottom and his eyes are closed. So that's a very neat one that they made, which is good. And I realized that every copy ability of Kirby is essentially smaller than the All-Star Kirby itself right here, but these ones are actually bigger. So Sine has been making their Kirby plushes a little bigger than what they usually do with the copy abilities, which is a very nice change, because I've kind of been disappointed that they've been making the smaller size, or like making the copy ability was a smaller size. So you can see here how this one's a little bit smaller and not the same size as this one, but they have very good details, so I could understand why. So that pretty much wraps it up. I was going to compare them a little more to that, but essentially the All-Star one is the one that we need to compare them to with size. So again, thank you guys so much for watching this wonderful haul. Let me set them up here. And make sure to like and subscribe for all our Kirby content this week and in the future as well, because we will be uploading a new Kirby video every day up until Sunday in honor of Kirby's birthday. So you can kind of see them all over here. Here's Vending Machine Kirby, Cone Kirby, Sleeping Kirby, and the new Lightbulb Kirby. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to stay tuned for the other plush videos. We hope to use these in video ideas in the future. So make sure to let us know your thoughts in the comments, what you think about these goofy looking plushes, and give us video ideas if you want to. Let us know what your thoughts are on them and how we can implicate them in future plush videos. So that pretty much wraps it up, and thank you guys so much, and we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.